Hello everyone, this is Reverend Naoya Okano of Los Angeles Gedatsu Church. Today, I'd like to introduce you one of Japanese traditional event which is held twice a year in March and September. That is called Ohigan. Ohigan is an ancient Japanese cultural tradition when we give prayers and blessings to our ancestor souls. Some of you may wonder about the meaning of Ohigan, or you may ask, what is the difference between Ohigan and the Obon service that we observe in the summer? Today, I'd like to talk about the significance of Ohigan service and explain the differences between Obon and Ohigan. Ohigan is a 1-week period of time on the equinox days in spring and autumn, when the lengths of day and night are equal. During this period of time, Japanese often visit their ancestors' gravesite and clean the ancestral altar. Higan comes from the Sanskrit word paramita, which means the other shore of enlightenment. From ancient times, Japanese have worshipped the sun. They compared the movement of the sun to their lives and believed that the spirits of their ancestors resided on the other shore of enlightenment in the distant west where the sun sets. They believed that they were closest to their ancestors on the days of the equinox, when the sun sets due west. That's why Japanese visit their family graves and give prayer and blessing to their ancestors at that time. So that's Ohigan. On the other hand, Obon, which is held in the summertime, comes from the Sanskrit word urambana, which means hanging upside down. Why is hanging upside down used for Obon? At the time of Shakyamuni Buddha, one of his disciples used his spiritual power to look upon his deceased mother in the spiritual world. He was shocked to discover that she was hanging upside down and suffering in hell, the lowest realms of Jikkai, the 10 levels of spirituality. If you want to know more detail about Jikkai, the 10 levels of spirituality, please look at this YouTube video. Anyway, when the disciple asked Shakyamuni Buddha for help, he was told to offer blessing not only for his mother but for many other souls as well. So together with other disciples, he sincerely offered prayers and blessings and released his mother from suffering. This was the origin of Obon. Over time, the service evolved within the Japanese culture to become the modern-day Obon, when we welcome our ancestral souls into our homes and spend time with them as we offer prayers and blessing to their souls. So Obon and Ohigan are very similar. In both traditions, we offer prayers and blessing to ancestral spirits and departed souls for their peaceful rest. However, they differ in a key point. For Obon, the deceased souls are the primary object. For Ohigan, even though we offer prayers to deceased souls, the primary object is the one who offers the prayer. In other words, ourselves. Earlier, I said that Ohigan is the other shore of enlightenment. Well, more precisely, however, it translates to other shore of a river. So to get to the other shore of the river, we have to cross it. Since ancient time, the other shore has been perceived as a place of supreme bliss, full of peace, joy, and love. But to get there, one must cross a river, which is full of mental poisons that bring suffering and worries into one's life. Fortunately, Buddhism teaches us how to cross a river. It is by practicing the 6 virtues, which is generosity, discipline, patience, exertion, meditation, and wisdom. Let me explain each virtue. Generosity is doing good things for the sake of others, donating money, volunteering, and simply being nice by smiling at others. Discipline is fulfilling our duties, following the rules, and living with integrity. We avoid living selfishly, we respect and create harmony with others, and we practice morality. Patience is not letting our emotions take control of ourselves. It's overcoming adversity and having a self-sacrificing spirit. Exertion is always doing our best and not letting success go to our head. It's overcoming laziness by working hard toward a goal. It is striving to live according to the universal law. Meditation is staying calm and not panicking. It is synchronizing the body and mind through focus and by practicing the mental disciplines like ajikan and hiho meditation. Wisdom is the knowledge of truth and being able to see through mistaken beliefs and delusions. It is policing the mind so that it remains clear and pure throughout life. Wisdom is practicing the other 5 virtues in the correct way. I'd like to say a bit more about wisdom and being able to recognize truth. Let's say we are donating $100 to someone. If we give this money to a stranger, the person may use the money to gamble, for example. So making our money and the act of charity become meaningless. We realize that it's important to choose the right person or organization to donate to. In that regard, donating to the church is good because we are donating to Gedatsu Kongo. It is guaranteed that our money will be used in good way. Let me give you another example. Yuko and I are working hard raising 2 kids. When we brush their teeth before we go to bed, Nanami, my daughter, usually throws a tantrum, refusing to get her teeth brushed. It's tough work, but we don't want her to suffer with cavities. So no matter how much she acts up, we hold her down to brush her teeth. Recently, however, we try not to do too much. If she doesn't want to brush her teeth, that's fine. If she gets a cavity, it could become a good lesson for her to understand the importance of brushing teeth. We don't yet know if this approach is better or not. There are always pros and cons, but we are taking the long view of Nanami's life. We are still learning and practicing the 6th virtue, wisdom. When I finish practicing this virtue, probably I can get the answer. Practicing these 6 virtues may certainly help us to reach the other shore of enlightenment, but I believe the bigger lesson is their practical application in our everyday lives. When we put these virtues into practice, they help us to become better people. I said that Ohigan is a 1-week period of time on the equinox days. We give prayers and blessing on the equinox days, but there are also 3 days before and after the day. So it is said that it's time to practice each virtue on each of these 6 days. September 23rd is day of the equinox in 2021. If you are watching this video on September 19, 2021, Ohigan starts tomorrow. So let's practice each virtue from tomorrow, 1 virtue each day. From now on, when you hear the word Ohigan, I hope you remember that it has a greater meaning beyond only giving prayer and blessings. It has an important purpose for our own self-improvement to practice the 6 virtues for our betterment. By doing so, I believe our ancestors will find even greater happiness in Ohigan. Sadly, we are living in a world filled with chaos and suffering. In times like these, the 6 virtues of Ohigan are needed more than ever. Let's strive to put them into practice so that people everywhere can reach the other shore of enlightenment, achieve mental stability and physical health, and create a better, peaceful society for everyone. I'd like to conclude my talk today by sincerely praying for your health and happiness. Thank you very much. Bye.